Hey, you know what time it is?
What time is it, man?
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Beatdown. I'm your host, Class. This is my co-host,
Mr. J.
and we back at it again.
And we would like to remind you, if you like these videos, we would like you to go to the section below, like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom, yeah. And without further ado, let's flip our coins to see who's gonna go next on this, or who's gonna go first on this Beatdown episode.
Heads.
Heads. All right, my boy's going first.
Okay, so today's matchup, it was random. I actually got the suggestion sent to me on my Instagram page. It was basically a picture of our today's combatants, Thanos and Kratos.
Yeah.
And it just said who would win and why. So that is what we're covering today. Today my pick is the Ghost of Sparta himself, Kratos.
Whatever it is you seek, I do not have it. You should move on.
Yeah. The God of War.
The God of War? Yes, the original God of War. As many of you know, especially if you are a fan of the franchise, Kratos, a former Spartan, so he has military training, he has a military background. Loosely Zeus's son, we didn't find that out till later. He's half demigod, so he has increased strength, speed, durability. For those of you, like I said, who've played the games, you know how fast and strong he is. And as well as, really, if I keep referencing the games, you already know the characters that he's beaten based on this. This is somewhat helpful. He's beaten Zeus, he's beaten Hermes, Apollo, Hades, the actual god of death.
Yeah, he beat Ares.
He beat Ares. That was the first game. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce this. Charon, the ferryman, the guy who guides you along the gate of judgment. The main rebirth. Kratos killed all of Olympus. Like, there's almost no point in me naming everybody on the roster because it's just like at the end of it, he killed all the Titans, he killed all the gods. He killed everyone. He even went down a couple years later to Norse mythology and he killed two sons of Thor. Who else? Baldur. I think that's his name. He found a way to kill the unkillable Baldur.
He brought an apocalypse, I think, because he killed all the gods and everything that existed.
Yeah, that was the Greek one.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be definitely a struggle. With me trying to compare, I'm basically trying to compare Zeus with Thanos. Thanos is actually an eternal.
Yes.
So he is godlike, but he's not like quite there yet. He's strong, but he's I wouldn't say he's godlike. That's me. That's my opinion. I could be totally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure one of you will probably let me know. Please do, because I love how you guys give me this information, and then I'm like, all right, cool. Either I was right or I was wrong. But like I said, Thanos, not God. He's godlike, not exactly God-ish. He's almost there, not quite. Zeus is a god, the king of all gods, and Kratos brutally smashed his face in. So if he's strong enough to do that, I want to say he'd be strong enough to kill Thanos. Thanos can be killed, especially without the gauntlet. The gauntlet is really what's going to be the big factor in this fight.
Oh yeah.
Not Kratos' training, not his weapons, none of that. I mean, I'm going to bring him up. He has the boots of Hermes, which give him, he has the wings of Icarus, which loosely gives him the ability to fly. Gives him super speed.
Yeah, this gives him speed. The feet one, yeah, that one gives him speed. And then there's like these fists that are like brass knuckles.
He has the gauntlets of Hercules.
Badass.
Another person he was able to kill. Yeah, he has these giant gauntlets that are just like huge, and whenever he hits someone with them, it's just like you are being hit like with the force of Hercules.
Think about it. He carries all the trophies of the victories he's won with all the weapons he possesses.
Basically, every time he kills somebody, he gets a new weapon or a new thing.
That's a lot of weapons.
in the second game, he was wearing Ares' armor. And he's just like, I am the god of war. I think he can even hurl a lightning bolt like Zeus can. That was just for the game. Anyway, his abilities and his tools kind of, they vary depending on which game you're talking about. After a while, they started to make it a permanent thing. Like the boots, I think that was a permanent thing. Like it gave him super speed. But the chains of Olympus or of Ares, whichever one, you know about his blades, or the blades of chaos, where he's able to extend them out and kind of like cut you or grab you and bring you towards him. It's this weird, I don't know how it retracts, but whatever. He has that, and then based off the new games, he has his weapons on which he gets the blades back. Spoilers, sorry, you haven't played the game yet. Seriously, it's old though. But he has he has a really awesome shield, and he has the Leviathan Axe. Now, this axe is awesome. He actually has the ability to freeze things with it, as well as it's extremely powerful, and he can also throw it and call it back to him like Thor's hammer. So that's going to be one thing that's going to definitely save his ass, I want to say, in this fight. He's going to have to cut Thanos' arm off. I mean, I'm not sure. I definitely haven't mentioned that yet, but hopefully you guys kind of already see where I'm going with this.
Yeah, the long chains could do that, like.
He's going to have to go at Thanos when he's not paying attention, when he's not looking. He's definitely gonna have to come out short and quick and just get it over early. Go for the head, Thor. Go for the head. Like that is one mistake he's definitely not. He can't make. He has a bow. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the bow.
Who did he get I don't remember who he got the bow
yeah,
from.
I don't know if that was from like
maybe it was Hermes.
Achilles or something. I don't know.
I think it was Apollo.
Maybe it might have been Apollo or Athena. I don't know.
He can fire multiple shots with this bow as well as charge it up for like a flaming arrow. I think it was Apollo. But anyway, it's been a while since I played these games. I'm sorry. My information is scattered. But if he's able to either take away the gauntlet or cut off Thanos' hand, which either one is fine, he's going to have to take the gauntlet away, throw it away, because Kratos unfortunately doesn't have any abilities to where he can take Thanos on a different plane or a different dimension.
Yeah.
That would be fine, because if he could do that, it would neutralize the gauntlet. The gauntlets, as you know, the Infinity Stones are only good on their plane of existence. Once you go to another dimension or another plane, whatever, there's another gauntlet with another set of stones that do an entirely different set of things. So he's going to have to take away the gauntlet, neutralize that, and keep it far away from Thanos. Like, far. Go for the head. Cut his arm off, go for the head. Thanos I think he can regenerate, or he's just so freakishly strong. He's not invincible. He can be killed. I do believe Kratos is strong enough to kill him, especially with the weapons that he possesses. And he's going to need them all, for sure.
Oh yeah.
He's going to need the gauntlets, the bow, the boots, the axe, the shield, the blades. He's going to need everything in his disposal.
Yeah. That's
short, quick, to the point.
Yeah, that's a compelling argument. I mean, I will say also that with Kratos, he has the upper opportunity to kind of, if he's smart enough, capable of figuring it out, he could probably see Thanos' little snap finger thing move whatever. Or but I don't think no wait, that's my bad.
He's
Never mind.
as soon as he snaps his fingers, it's over.
Retract that. I'm gonna retract that because I just realized that's only when he's gonna wipe out existence. Everything else he can actually just do it by just closing his fist. But he has to close his fist, doesn't he? In order to like make the gems work.
Well, yeah, because you can't snap open.
No. I'm just saying like if for him to use the gauntlet, he has to close his fist in order to create the.
I do believe so.
Yeah. So if
it's how do I explain this?
Well, here's
whether it's wiping out half of existence or whatever his goal is, he needs to like making a wish.
Yeah.
Okay, you're like, when you're blowing out your birthday candles and they tell you, okay, make a wish, but don't tell nobody.
Yeah, you have to wish it and grant it. Like, it's got to come through by
you
just
gotta
holding.
think about it.
Yeah, so I think that when it comes to closing the fist, that's going to be a disadvantage if Kratos sees him do it once and Thanos doesn't use a really compelling power at that moment when he sees it and Kratos figures it out. He could easily use the chains, wrap his chains around it, can't close his arm anymore. That's a disadvantage right there. Kind of go right at him and then go for the head right then and there. He could just kind of pull himself with the thrust of speed and then use the sword and just chop his head off, or the axe, or whatever that is. But I only add that because I will be representing Marvel's Universe Comics Thanos.
Prepare to bow before me.
With the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, if you remember...
It's kind of like having a permanent ace in the hole.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big, huge battle. I added that extra because I wanted to make it clear that this is I thought at first when my boy was mentioning, like, Thanos, that's just Thanos one-on-one. But when he said the gauntlet, I was like, okay. I was like, all right, that's going to be a real high advantage. All right, let's go for it.
I definitely should have specified.
Yeah. So, I did do a little bit of research on these gemstones, like the Power Stone, like being able to absorb any kind of power. It absorbs infinite amount of power. It's literally a gem. It's the Phoenix in a gemstone. Okay, it possesses infinite amount of power. It's so overwhelmingly strong on its own that if he just decided to blast him, he could probably blast him out of existence. Oh, by the way, this is a fun fact. Kratos, you know that white powder all over his skin? It's not powder. It's his skin. It's a pigmentation that he got from the sins of killing his loved ones.
They're ashes.
They're ashes.
That's permanently stained.
That's so messed up. I just wanted to add that for the fun of it. But going back to it. Unrelated. Going back to it, you also got the Reality Stone in there. And the Reality Stone can create anything. He can create the zero gravity situation where he can get Kratos out of his comfort zone. He could make the ground liquid if he wanted to and get him stuck there in cement, and he would have to try to get himself out. I mean, there's infinite amount. He can turn him into little pieces of miniaturized Kratos, and he could just beat him like that or stomp on him. I mean, the guy has infinite amount of power when it comes to the Reality Stone. The Reality Stone is incredible. Like, he could throw a planet or anything at him. It's incredible. He can make it out of thin air just using the buildings around him or something. He could. It's overwhelming amount that you can do with the Reality Stone along with the Power Stone. And then there's one more gemstone I had to add. And the last but not least, I believe, is the Space Stone, where he can travel back in time. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, Thanos could take Kratos to when the time he killed his family, because Kratos wasn't happy about killing his family. He didn't know. Ares had
was tricked into it.
So had Kratos witnessed the murder of his loved ones while he's watching it without doing anything, I feel like that's gonna mess with him psychologically, to a point where Thanos could take advantage of him at any given point in time and just beat the crap out of him. I mean, I'm just saying, like, he could go in the psychological way of manipulating him, because Thanos is a kind of a general. He's a captain. He's a commander. He's led armies. He's got the upper rank in this situation. As Kratos might be military experience, this man has gone military experience and beyond, and leadership. So I do believe that Thanos just is a little more capable of manipulating Kratos or destroying Kratos psychologically or physically. The gemstones are just, the gauntlet itself, it's too much power. So based on what Thanos does first with the hand gauntlet before he closes, when he does the closing fist, it will determine how the fight goes. That's how I see it, because if Thanos doesn't use something really strong in the moment he goes against Kratos, there's a chance Kratos might see it. He might absorb the fact that he has to close the fist, might take the advantage with the chains wrapped around it and keep it from closing. There's that advantage. So Thanos has to do something first that would kind of keep Kratos off guard, would keep him at a distance, and would not be able to get him to see how he did it. But yeah, other than that, like the Infinity Stones, the Gauntlet, it was overwhelming. I don't think Kratos has a chance winning this fight.
He died twice and crawled out of Hades.
And Thanos could kill him a bunch of times and rewind and kill him again.
If he has the gauntlet.
He has the Gauntlet.
Take that away.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be that easy.
No, it wouldn't be that easy.
Yeah, I've made my point. Hopefully you guys let us know in the section below. Hashtag Kratos.
Or hashtag Thanos.
Yeah, we don't need to put that one. But, as always, guys, let us know if you like this video.
Yep.
In the comment section below.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.